What's up everyone, it's Rishi from Prilo, and today I'm going to be talking about the state exams that are coming up for Deca. So state testing is right in the first week of February, and you guys are going to need at least an 85 to be able to safely qualify for ICDC. So to start off, 1/3 of your qualifying score from ICDC comes from this testing portion, and many people tend to slack off on it thinking that it's a small portion of the pie. However, it's the only objective part of the competition, and it can help you snag that qualifying spot for ICDC. A higher exam score can really account for a mediocre roleplay because there's a high possibility that there's going to be variability in the judges that you receive, and they all have different preferences. You don't even have to ace these exams. You can get a score that's in the mid 80s to low 90s, and that's more than enough to qualify for ICDC. And that being said, doing this in an efficient manner is extremely easy. If you still had a couple weeks or months until your exam, I'd tell you to take practice tests once or twice a day. I'd tell you to watch and read content related to your niche. And then I'd tell you to practice performance indicators that are even remotely related to your career cluster. However, you don't have that type of time and you need a faster option. If you can master the performance indicators under the most common instructional areas, you'll be on track to clutching a qualifying score that is safe for ICDC. When taking practice tests, I want you to do 3 things. Number 1 is don't get stuck on any one question. If you're confused about a question, just flag it and move on to the next one. You might learn something from the next questions, and it might help jog your memory once you circle back. Number 2 is to track the questions that you're doubtful about. Make sure to write these questions down, and once the test is over, try to practice the performance indicators that are linked to them, and also try to memorize the question itself, as many questions are repeated year over year. The third piece of advice I have once you're done taking the test is to identify patterns. At the end of each question inside the answer key, a source code is linked, and each source code represents the instructional area or performance indicator that's being tested. And you can use this to help focus your study and understand how questions are being formulated around a specific indicator. With just 1 week, you need to efficiently take practice tests, and you need to practice performance indicators that are the most frequent in these career cluster exams. For example, in the finance career cluster over here, we can see that financial analysis, financial information management, and professional development make up a majority of the test, and it accumulates to about 50% of the test within just these 3 instructional areas. So because we have limited time, it's super important just to focus on these 3 especially, and it also helps you indirectly study for your role play. Now, when it comes to taking the actual exam, make sure that you're focused and prepared. Choose a time when you can actually be fully present with no distractions or rush whatsoever. Take your time reading through each question carefully, but make sure to not overthink. Remember, the goal isn't to be perfect, but to actually just achieve a strong score that can help you qualify for ICDC. Then, obviously, double check your flag questions at the end only if time allows, so trust your instincts on the answers that you were initially confident about. If you want to make the most of your time and study extremely efficiently for super cheap, Prilo.ai is your solution. My co-founder Timmy and I made this just for Deca competitors, and customers seem to love this. If we go over to the exam section, all you have to do is upload a PDF with an answer key attached on the bottom, and our interface will be able to process it in just a minute for you to take right here. Once you submit it, you'll get your score back in seconds. So I'm just going to take a couple questions just to show you how the scoring works. So if I scroll up, you can see that here are the questions that I got correct, and here are the ones that we got wrong. And with the ones that you get wrong, you can also see what the correct answer was. And we're also going to be adding explanations to each of the ones that you got wrong, just like how Deca has it on their PDFs. Prilo also has a flashcards feature, which is super important as vocab tends to show up many times throughout the test, with a majority of those terms showing up within our flashcards. So here, all you have to do, just like a regular flashcard service, all you have to do is just click on the term, and then you'll see a really simple definition that will help you to study. And we also have that for all the career clusters. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to share the video with friends who are also studying for Deca, And also, make sure to buy Prilo as it is on sale right now for 50% off at just $15 one time. See you in the next one.